Hey everyone, Nick Green here of BehaviorFit. If you made it this far, welcome. Thank you for coming to this page. I'm your coach. What I wanted to do is, as you're looking around, I just want to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about my background. Go ahead and look at the different types of coaching options that are out there, and then I'll show you the 5 easy steps to get started. So just about me, I got 2 sides. I got a sports side and I got a nerd side. Sports side first. My general background is in functional training. I like CrossFit. I've gotten some extra certificates related to those. You can see on the screen here. CrossFit has a level 1 certification program. I completed that. That would just allow me to coach in the setting and in the gym setting. And also I have a movement and mobility certificate that talks about getting in all those really good positions when you're exercising, standing, going about your daily life. But I just highlight that just because this is something that's just been a passion of mine. I don't coach in a CrossFit gym. I'm not holding therapy therapy seminars as it relates to movement and mobility. But those are just things that I'm really interested in, and I have a vested interest in when it comes to taking these functional ideas and applying them to targets with my clients. And before I got into grad school, basically high school days, just like everybody else, I played a lot of baseball, wrestled, ran cross country, played golf, soccer. So I have a well-rounded kind of background when it comes to kind of sports and athletics. So that's my sports side. When it comes to my nerd side, I had the opportunity to get some formal training in behavioral psychology or applied behavior analysis. Is that a lot of us, somebody like myself, many colleagues in the field, we live in this world of behavioral science, and so that's just a little listing of just the schools I've been to. So it's focusing on the performance as it relates to the athlete, your fitness targets. It's something that I'm very well versed and trained in, and so I'd be happy to be your coach if you trusted these reasons why I'd be a good coach. So. That's just about me, but now when we get into more about you, I see kind of 3 buckets or 3 focuses when it comes to picking your targets. The first focus would be more movement. Maybe you're somebody out there that just needs to get moving, doesn't know where to start. The focus number 1 would be on more movement. So you want to generally increase your physical activity. Again, taking a behavioral approach, we're going to look at how we can best design meaningful targets that'll help you reach your health goals and really achieve the maximum health benefit that you want to achieve. So sometimes really when it comes down to it, it sounds simple, but more movement is the best place to start. So I just have a couple bullet points here. So if you're thinking about more movement, it could be something for you. If really you need help getting started, you don't know where to begin, you're stuck, you want some expert guidance. Again, I've coached individuals in this position, maybe like yourself. You've taken, maybe you take less than 2,000 steps per day, or you don't even know how much activity you're getting on a day-to-day basis. So we just need to start building in those behavior change routines to get more physical activity. And just basically, many of us out there, we want to make general lifestyle changes. Now, focus 2, maybe you've been moving for a while and now you want to develop some skills. So skill development may be essential to some exercise, fitness, or sports routine goals. So, if we're getting from somewhere simple to somewhere complicated, we need to break down those movements in between. So maybe this is somebody that you want to learn a new skill. Maybe you're frustrated with your lack of skill development. You've been working on something for a long time. Maybe it's some type of movement. Maybe it's some type of Olympic lift. Maybe it's a pitching mechanic. Maybe it's some move on the sports field out there. Really just depends on what you need and what you're looking for. Also we may have poorly developed movement patterns. You may want to build up to more complicated movements. The list can kind of go on and on, but really you're almost like a piece of clay. You want to be sculpted a little bit, and we want to get a refined product, out the door. So that's focus 2, skill development, and focus 3, applied performance. Now this is the fun part. This is where you take all your current skills, apply them to, a specific training goal. So your success depends on your progress, your ongoing performance. You're going to troubleshoot those barriers to success. So really, this is kind of like, you can think of that, are you an amateur athlete? Are you an elite athlete? Just kind of depends on what where you are on your fitness journey. So you may be training for some type of specific event, maybe a triathlon, maybe there's some type of Tough Mudder event coming on. Again, I come from the functional fitness world, so maybe there's a type of lift you want to perform and master, or some type of personal achievement, right? I want to run a mile in less than 10 minutes. I want to deadlift 2 times my body weight. Maybe I want to bench press my body weight, things like that. So you think about that as the first bullet point. There's something specific you want to work on, and you want to apply that to that specific performance piece. The second bullet point, maybe you have a lot of data, maybe in your app, or maybe in a logbook, something like this, and you just don't know what to do with it. There's something in there, there's some type of trend. Maybe we can look at that. There's also the option that maybe you have a current training program that you want to evaluate, and you just don't know how to go about it. So we can look at that, right? And ultimately, sometimes you have been a part of a long training cycle, a long training program, and you just can't determine. You think it's working, or maybe you don't think it's working, but you just can't figure out, what you need to look at here, and I'll help you kind of pinpoint that type of applied performance. So those are the 3 focuses. Again, the 3 foci: more movement, skill development, or applied performance. So it's just a matter of what you think you need to help you make that better fitness decision. So starting with me as an athlete, very simple, 5 steps to get there to our first meeting. Step 1, you complete an interest form on the website, which will be a link below. Step 2, schedule a call. We talk a little bit more in depth about just your goals, my coaching methodology, of course, based in behavioral science. Going to be looking at specifically pinpointing observable behaviors to get you to reach those fitness goals. Then step 3, we're going to decide on the type of coaching that you want. Again, what's your focus? And then for how long, right? 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. What's your kind of realistic expectation? We go over that during that call. Then, if it's a good fit, if I think I can help you reach your goals, and you're interested in pursuing those goals with me, which I'll be happy to do, you complete a longer assessment, and then we schedule our first meeting. This could last. This could happen in 3 days. This could happen in a week. However long it just takes us to connect. But those are the 5 steps: complete the form, schedule a call, meet each other, complete a longer assessment, get into that kind of finer details of what it takes to make behavioral progress along the way. And then we have our first meeting. We're on the way. So welcome. Let me know if you have any other questions. Keep moving. I'll talk to you soon.